Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I am making this inspired by Diane. I know it's not what Diane did, but it's what Diane showed in her journal. Some flowers into pocket, used into pockets. I've done two types. Okay, I've done this one, which has worked. It's like a tuck spots really, not pocket. And they so I've done in this journal and in this journal as well. That's my new journal. That's my brightly coloured journal, so I thought that would go really well on that brown paper, which has got lots of different colours because it's a gel press print. Yeah, and I've never achieved that again, so I'm so glad I scanned it. Yeah, I love it. That's my granddaughter's. That's granddaughter Daisy. Is it great? Yeah, Daisy, because I told her to put 3 colours on. Of course she put all the colours on. Yeah. Okay then, so let's go and I'll show you what I did then. So if you give me a thumbs up, thank you so much. Anybody who's joined my channel, anybody who has subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. So let's go. Look how big how big that is. That's a single one. That's a 5 5 one. Okay, so let's go. Right, so this was inspired by looking at a flip through of a journal by Diane Goolsby, who has her own channel. Now I've got to find out what it is. It will say at. Okay, so this is what I saw on her. She probably won't remember that. She said, I can't remember this show. Well, what I did was painted some of those doodly type flowers, and that's even more doodly. That's mandala doodly type flowers. So and we do them together, and you can make pockets out of these, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so should we just draw? I don't know where to just draw some. I've got some small ones here. These are me experimenting, thinking how am I going to do it. And I thought, oh, I can just draw them out. So I'm going to get a pen so you can see what I'm doing. I just fancied drawing with this is what I was drawing these with. Okay, it's just a normal gel pen and a liquid gel ink, and it's just what I'm using to outline, and you can't even tell I've used it. Well, it perhaps shows through a little bit, which doesn't matter. But when you can see that, I can just see some green coming through there. Are we even in shot? Because I can't tell. Right, there we go. So let's do it on this. And then I'm going to cut them out, or you can scan them onto card or cardstock and then cut them out. Cardstock. Okay, card means cardstock to me. So if I say card, it's cardstock. Okay, so let's have a go. And what inspired these is this. I just had a play with some pen. I love that. So I might have a go at doing a mandala. I did a mandala on there. So let's do some mandalas then, which are just doodles. So let's start. Let's see if I can get it on. Right. So basically, I'm going to do that flower there. So I'm going to make these into pockets. You'll see. If you don't understand why, you'll carry on watching. You'll find out. Okay. Oh, pockets or tucks or something. Anyway, so I did basically some little knobbly bits coming off like that. I did some swirls with my brush actually, and you can colour these in with watercolour pencils if you like, or I'm going to use gouache. I'm using gouache because it's really bright and you'll be able to see it better, but watercolours would be absolutely fine. Gouache is an opaque version of watercolour, so I don't know what came first, so don't ask me. So that's basically what I did there, and then I did a smaller one. Oh, see, it's not even drawn properly, is it? So I'm just going to call it paint. All you have to do is paint those, and on top you want to put some white. Now, white opaque pen. So I was coughing, and I don't like coughing on screen. So I just shut it off. Okay. Yeah, and if I ever sneeze, I start sniffing and I don't even know. So if I ever sneeze, you probably realise I've sneezed, because even if I don't say anything, because I'll be sniffing. I don't even know I'm doing it. Right, so okay, let's have a go at doing that one. So next to it somewhere, I'm going to do that one. So I'm going to do that one over here. I'm going to try and do a few less than I'm doing here. Okay. So basically just, you know, little propeller shape there. And then I'm going to do, I do this, I just come in with a smaller shape there. Okay, and then what I do then is come, just do the, join them up into a circle. And then all the way around, and then I'm doing this. If you hear any movement, it's the dog. It's moving around a bit. Right, okay. Let's do that one there. I'm going to do this one. Okay, so I think it was like this. So it's just squares. And then little triangles on top. So this is how you do simple mandalas and then join. And I think I did another one actually, but never mind. We'll just have to. We'll go with the flow. Let's do something. Let's do one here. Let's do a small of it. See, I'm doing big ones and small ones. Well, have I got a brush small enough? I don't know. Right, and yeah, I didn't even finish that one off, did I? Yeah, I did that with just a, and then I started dotting the brush around it. So you can do anything like that. Oh, let's make that a bit bigger so it's touching those. Okay, so if you do that, just make it a little bit bigger, and you can do your doodles with your black or white pens, Sharpies, and I say Uniposcas are really good for the white, but there's other ones as well. There will be other ones, but Uniposca's got a quite a thin nib, which is good. Right, so that's 3. Shall we do another? I don't know. I'm not sure how big I want this pocket. I don't know. I suppose you could cut, if you wanted a square pocket, you could cut the flowers off, couldn't you? Yeah. But I'm not doing. I'm doing that. I'm doing. This is what was inspired by Diane's journal. I don't know if she realises this, but I don't know what where she got them from. But I thought they was amazing. She's got a flip through a journal on her channel. She's got a new channel, so do have a look when I put the link up. Just 3 of those. 1, 2, 4 of those. That will do for one as well, and then we can just come round with some. That's how you get them even. See, you can do 2 between each. If you wonder how people get them even, that's how. Right, there we go. And then another one. Oh, that's similar to that, isn't it? I'm going to do them different colours then. And then oh, let's do one of those lot. That's good. So I'll do one like that, and then I'm going to come along and do some triangles on it. Whoop, there we go, on that one. There we go, and then I'm going to make some petals. Okay, like that. So now we're ready to paint, aren't we? Yeah, so I've got my gouache. I've got a brush knot. Hold on a minute, I've got to find my brush. No, I've got a 6 here. I haven't even got clean. Oh, I have fairly clean water actually. Just a jar that looks dirty. Right, so hopefully we can see. So I'm going to move that to there. Okay, so this is my gouache. Right, the reason I've got, can we see, what can we not see in here? We can't see any greens, we can't see any purples, or, well, we can see it orange-ish. Okay, so I've got lemon yellow, I've got just yellow, it says. That one's magenta, that one's vermilion, white, black, aquamarine something, not aquamarine, ultramarine, ultramarine blue or something it says, and that one's a light blue or cyan, which is, and the three colours I would use from this is cyan, lemon yellow and magenta. They would make any colour you like, but they've added some extras. Okay, so if I wanted to make a green, I would use lemon yellow and cyan, and then if you add a bit of magenta, sometimes it makes that, I like that green, that sort of going towards khaki, that sort of colour. I like that colour. Okay, so probably something like this. Let me just right, do I need any green on this? I can use green if I like. I can do green flowers. I'm always doing green flowers, so let me just make some of that, and then I'm going to obviously just probably do it on fast, but I want to demonstrate this gorgeous green, because you might not believe me when I say that red makes green, adding red makes green. Okay, so that's that and that's that. That's your normal green. Okay, nice normal green. Okay, and then you add a little bit of this. This is one of my favourite greens. Add a bit of that, and you get that gorgeous planty type green. You wanted to do some, so you can do some leaves on this as well if you like. You can do some leaves to fill in any gaps, because leaves whatever that is, leaves is part of doodling as well, so you could do a leaf as well. Okay, so that's a nice, I'll just add that in. I can put it in my flowers if I like, it's up to me. Mandala flowers. Okay, so that should, see, that's, I told you that made a green, didn't I? Add in red. There we go. That's one of my favourite colours, that is, in paint. For some reason, orange and green are my least favourite colours, but in journals and things they're my favourite. So I'm going to make, so with this is vermilion. It's easy to make an orange. Let's do it on there because that's a bit mucky, that one. Okay, an orange. I'm going to do an extra video, so people who don't want to know a bit more about colour, I'm going to do an extra video sometime on a colour wheel and showing you about tertiary colours. What are they? Does anybody know? Okay, you will do if you're an artist. Well, you might know anyway. That's probably, that's definitely, I would say that's a tertiary. Right. So I'm gonna, I don't even know, I'm just you know, drawing. You do, oh, by the way, you can do them in pencil. Don't have to do, I'm only doing them in pen because I thought they might show up better. Okay, and I'm absolutely fine with doing it in pen. Right, so okay, normally I put things like green and orange in the middle. Green and orange, green and yellow in the middles. Okay, so I'm going to put this on possibly on a bit faster, so I'm going to shut up. You can use what colours you like. I've used browns even in this one. Really dark purpley red in that one. Yeah, so I'm mixing. If you're knowing about mixing colours, we'll do that. I'm going to do that in a different video actually. Yeah, so I forgot to say I'm actually using watercolour paper. So this is watercolour paper, and it's quite thick, so I'm thinking, is it going to be too thick for the pockets? I hope not. But if it is, I'm going to have to scan it. Okay. I'll tell you what weight this is in a minute, if I can find the weight. Oh, it's 300 GSM, 140 pounds. Oh, it's got the American there. Ooh, 140 pounds. So that's it. That's good then. Right. It's Daily Roundy, so it will be sold all over the world, won't it? This. Yeah, cold pressed. Cold pressed is usually has a little bit of a texture on it. If you've got hot press, which is more expensive, that's really smooth, but it absorbs the water. And also you can stretch your paper if you like. I didn't wet the paper beforehand. You don't have to do that at all, but I think it would look quite nice. I could have a quick go, can't I? I've got plenty of, I don't know how much time I've got because obviously I'm going to make this on. I'm going to have a go at just drawing one on a, I told you I've got dirty water. That'll just make a nice background, won't it? So let me just have a go at drawing a mandala straight onto that. Okay, because I'm waiting for this to dry. Okay, so while I'm waiting, I'll have a quick go. I'm going to do a, oh, that's not the one I used. Where's the one I used? I'm using the size 6 of these, and these are Zooting Artist Brush. I think they're basically a for doing lettering. There. Right then, so let's get these done then. We've got, these should be dry. No, that's not, is it? Oh, it might be. Is that from these? Oh, I've got to find some pens. Okay, so I'm going to go in and do these. Okay, so hopefully this will make these look a little bit better. They look, I think they look very, I don't know, I prefer them at the moment, but we'll see. So I'm just basically outlining, and you can do what you like. I'm going to outline as well again. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Right, okay. So get some scissors. I was just thinking, perhaps if you wanted to make sure you could get this as a pocket, make them a certain size or drawers so you can do, and then just do some doodles around the edge. But I'm going to try and attempt to make this into a pocket as it is. This is my challenge. Right, hopefully you saw that, because I probably I did it on fast, so hopefully. But anyway, I've got those little holes there, So I'm going to try and see if I can find my tool. Okay, so I'm moving that out of the way. I've got a knife now. I'm going to have a go. Oh, I thought I had a knife. Just a minute. This one hasn't been used. Just a minute, let's sort this out. Yeah, so I've got a knife. Yeah, it just needed tightening up. So, right, so I'm going to do is, oh dear, don't know if the ends come off. I don't know, I've had this about 20 years. Right, okay, I never used it much, so just got to be careful of your fingers, that's all, haven't you? There we go. So I've now done those, yeah, so I've got those little holes, and I wanted those, I like those, but those are too small, so I'm going to just put some black there and there, just to hide those two little holes. Okay, I just fancied that, I don't know why. I've got some new knives, actually. I've had about 2 or 3 years, probably about 2 years, but I don't know where they, I don't know, they're in a, probably packed away somewhere. But anyway, that was in there, so I used that one. Okay, so I've got this now. Shall we see if we can put it anywhere? Where's all my journals? Oh, I've got that one. Wait a minute. No, my new journal. So I've got, this is my new journal. Okay, and it's got flowers, it's sort of flower, gardeners, yeah, right. It's not going to be a gardener's book, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I could put that somewhere. There's a lady there, mind you, that's got journaling spots on it, hasn't it? That one's not done yet. I've got things at the back, let's have a look. A big unfinished envelope at the back. I think if I wanted to put that anywhere, it would be the front one. I fancy that there. So, oh, did I get... I have got my glue yet. I was going to say that I didn't think I'd need my glue, but of course I do. I make it into a tuck, aren't I, or something. Right, so what you can do now... Look at the shape of that. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Find places where you can stick it down. I would say these two here. And that would make a brilliant little tuck spot for something, wouldn't it? And really pretty. And you've done that yourself, yeah. So that's good, isn't it? Okay, so I can stick that here. This is a journal I made recently. Out of an old book jacket. Not a jacket, outer thing. Right, so I'm just going to put some glue there and there. That's it. That's all I need to do. And that would make amazing tuck spot here, wouldn't it? Just there, yeah, like that. There we go. So I'm going to leave that a minute. Then I'm going to test it out. Right, and then we're going to have a look, see if the other ones are dry. I don't think they are actually. But I'm going to have. My husband's bought me some tea. I've got something from Rochester, Minnesota. Okay, that's what I used to do. These things I used to do before I did these. So that'll be one of those back, won't it? I don't know if it's mine or somebody else. I like that when you get things and send them around the world, and then eventually they may come back to you. Yeah, so that was my ideas. Right, I know what we can try. Let's have one of these that I made yesterday. I haven't put the one I actually made because that's not cut out yet. This one. Could try that in there. Oh yeah, that tucks. Oh, that's tucked nicely in there. I can't believe it actually works as well, which is good. And it will obviously get a bit flat. I mean, that's that's bent a bit, and that's obviously bent a bit. But if you've got a journal and you put something heavy on it, or you take that out and put something heavy on it. For example, that would be yeah. So that looks fun, doesn't it? Let's make it a little bit further away so you can see it a bit better. There we go. Right, so what I've done is, I don't know how to show, I've showing you that. Let's have a look. Oh. I do hope I was showing you that, but if I wasn't, all I've done is glued there and there underneath, and then put it on, and then that stays there, and you can feel it's stuck. And I like it because you've got these little hole things there as well. Yeah. So if you can do that, just be careful with your knife, because you need to do it with a knife really, because you can't really do that with scissors unless you've got some, I don't know, unless you've got a tool that will do that, or something. But I haven't. Yeah, so that would go there. Yeah, it even tucks in there, look, as well, so you could put. But I thought that's quite nice. I'll leave that in there because that's one of my ones I made, and it's a little journaling card. It goes quite well with that, I think. I think it's got similar colour. I mean, you've got that, and you've got this, and you've got that, and you've got that. So, and greens and things. So all sort of like, and that's got it as well. And that's probably it's a 12 by 12 paper digital, but I haven't got a 12 by 12 paper printer. But anyway, and that is as well. That's digital as well. It's nice, that. Yeah. There we go. So that will go in there. So that will make that even more gaty mouth than what it was. But I was inspired to do this. I don't know who by. I don't know who is. I don't think it's even inspired. I just think inspired because I found it. Yeah. Okay. So we'll forget that. We'll just carry on now, and because see if this is dry. I don't think it is, but I will have to wait a few more minutes. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to okay, so I don't know what to do now, because will I spoil it by colouring on them? I don't know, I just quite like those. Perhaps we could leave that as it is. I don't know if they need some definition. I might use a black. Let's give a bit of a... I like it. Some of these are really... a bit of faux sewing. Right, so this is a journal where we use really colourful stuff. So this is a brown, which oh god, look how gorgeous! I absolutely adore this. You can I do it in different colours as well, or print it in different colours. So you can do it like this as well. Let me show you what I did on the other one as well. I'm going to put this down if I can find my glue. It's there. Right, excuse the intrusion of my arm. Right, so what I'm gonna do is just glue there and there, and that's going to make a brilliant tuck spot. I suppose you could glue that one as well. So I'm not going to glue here, but I'm going to glue perhaps there as well. So around here, but the edge of there. So let's see if I can do that. So here, yeah, that's right, yeah. So there and these two. Like that. And that will make a brilliant spot, won't it? That's I'm having that there. So I might put one of those journaling cards in there as well. From the other day, yeah, that's fun, and all videos all go into one here. Which one shall we have? I've got some more, but I don't know where they are. Right. But oh, that one. That one. I've used the other one for that, didn't I? Like that. I like that, but I've not done that bit yet. I've got that. Is that too? No, I don't like that one there. I like this one, I think. No, I don't know where my other one is. I've got another one somewhere. Right, so that will get flat again if it's sticking up when the page. But that's nice, isn't it? I mean, you could actually do that again or similar and stick it on here as a decoration, couldn't you? So that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, so you could do anything like that, or you could. And then obviously, then I would leave some of this. I'd probably put it there or something. Then I'd leave my favourite bits there. Okay, let's put them back over there. Right then, so I do hope you like I mean, I've taken a photo, thankfully, of this. So I do hope you like my little idea today. Inspired by what I saw in Diane's journal. She didn't do that. I don't know whether she cut them out of somewhere or something, but she was using flowers as pockets, and I thought, I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw that, and I'm going to have a go at that. So I do hope she knows what I mean. I'm looking for the book I had earlier. Oh, here it is. So we did this, didn't we? And we did that one. So that one's a different one as well. So we've got two there. Yeah. Oh, they're actually in the shot. Look, and on screen. Amazing. Right, so that's what I did. This one's got a bit of embossing as well. I like that, embossing with an embossing pen. Yeah, so I could emboss that as well, yeah. That's what I could do on that. I could do some embossing on that instead. That'll define it a bit, wouldn't it? Right. Let's have a look. See, where's my pen? Yeah, so I've got I would use the big one there, the 2.0, and I'll just go around with give it a bit of definition. You can actually come along with crayons and go over the top of that if you like a bit as well, but I don't think I'm going to do it on this occasion. There we go. Yeah, oh, some of my videos, it's so funny. I mean, I don't know what I'm messing about. I mean, thankfully, if you're not from the UK, you won't understand, but I've got the most awful accent. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm messing about with voices, I think. Right, okay. Can we see that? Because I think that's is that in the way there? Look at me trying to show you things and it's in the way. Anyway, what I'm saying is, if anybody who has given me a thumbs up, thank you so much. That is absolutely amazing. You know, if I could give you a hug, I would do. So I'll give you a virtual hug. I think, yeah. So don't forget, I will be thinking of. Thank you so much, Dave, if you've given me a thumbs up. So more thumbs up I get, the more thank yous I will say out into wherever they will go. And then also anybody who's subscribed to my channel, thank you so much as well. That is absolutely amazing. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, of course. I'm going to do this one now. That's it. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, so you could even do things like that as well, lines and things, because that hasn't ruined it now, has it? Yeah, so if you've come right to the end, you've looked at this bit, and you're probably thinking to yourself, "Oh, I'm glad I watched this bit." Yeah, because I am glad you watched this bit. Okay, and I will say now goodbye, and thank you so much.